I'm Dave Starr, Service Manager at PV Bicycle Centers in Palos Verdes, California. This morning we're going to talk about carbon fiber frames. There's a misnomer that carbon fiber frames are not as durable as the other materials that we've used in the past. We want to put that to rest, that anything that can damage a carbon fiber frame would damage a steel or a tie or aluminum frame. So with that said, there's just a little bit of care that needs to be done with your carbon fiber frame that we never dealt with before on bike frames. One is, if you've got a divot in your frame and bare exposed carbon, we need to get that sealed up. You can do that as simply as getting some clear nail polish or color match nail polish, but you just want to get that covered back up again. The reason being that carbon fiber will absorb water. And as it absorbs water, it acts as a hydraulic jack within the carbon fiber to push it apart. And your frame will come apart, delaminate there, and be of no use and need a replacement or a repair. It's inevitable that one time or another you're going to get a deep chip into your frame and you need to have it repaired. It's not something that maybe you want to tackle at home, and most bike shops will just absolutely refuse you to do anything. But at PV, we actually brought in the assistance of some friends of ours from Boeing to have us show how to do a minor repair on the clear coat or the paint job on your frame. Now, I should say first off, if the damage is such that you can fleck apart the carbon fiber like this, there's nothing that we can do about that. That frame should be retired and replaced. But some of us that really like to take really good care of our frames, and we've got a lot of money tied up in it, we'd like that repair not to show. And it is possible to repair a carbon fiber frame and make it so that that damage doesn't show. There's just a few steps that we take here at the shop to do these repairs, and you can get it done pretty economically and save your frame. And that's what we really always want it to be. We don't want anybody to know that the damage was there. So with some materials that I'm going to show you right now, some sandpaper, some buffing materials, some paint, and some clean cloths, we can go ahead and we can repair a small damaged portion of the frame and make it look like new again. Now, this isn't something that I would suggest to do if your frame has been damaged to the point where you can see flecks of carbon fiber. If you can do that, then that frame needs to be replaced. There's nothing that we can really do about that. But for the cosmetic damages that we have, we can take care of those pretty easily by just sanding those down with sandpaper, buffing that out with our buffing compound, and then spraying that with some commercially available clear coat, letting the clear coat set up and buffing that out, and this whole stay will look new again and will be sealed, and it won't appear that you've ever had any damage done to that frame. This will help you to maintain the integrity of your frame, or if you're putting your bicycle up for resale, we can do that to help improve its resale value. The other thing that we have is, as cyclists, we all know eventually we're going to have a crash. And so a lot of people are worried about, I crashed my brand new carbon fiber bike, is it ruined? Do I have to buy a new one? Get a crash replacement? We have a very simple check that we do on crashed bikes. It's called the tap test. And what the tap test consists of is just taking a metal object and lightly tapping each tube. And we want to hear a nice clear ring. Now, in the case of this bike, it was involved in a very serious accident, so it does have a damaged tube that will allow you to hear what a fractured carbon fiber tube sounds like. It's almost a dull sound, a reedy sound, and as you can see on this side, this is where the damage occurred on this frame that made this frame no longer useful to its owner. The other thing to remember on carbon fiber is just keep it clean, just like you would any other bike. A clean bike's a happy bike. It's okay to give your bike a bath. It's okay to use bike lust or furniture polish or something on the frame to keep it shiny. A lot of times we have customers that come in and their power drink is scattered all down their bike. It gets into the cables. It stops their shifting from working. So give your bike a bath once in a while and you will enjoy the results.